Hi guys, it's your girl Leomie Anderson here, and I am here with one of my nearest and dearest friends, the Miss J.D. Jourdan Dunn.
Hi.
And we are here with the LAPP X Flannels International Women's Day interview series. So babes, of course I had to have you on.
Thanks for having me, my love.
And a lot of people don't know this, but Jourdan was actually one of the very first people to tell me to move to New York when I was just a spring chicken in the modeling industry. She was like, babe,
go get your money.
That's what she told me. That's what she told me. And it always stuck with me. And she's one of the realest people that I've met in this industry. So I had to have her on my sofa.
Thanks for
having me. And even though the sofa's just a rental, it is my own. Okay? Okay. Listen. So tell me, how have you been during this time?
You know what? For everybody, it's been a roller coaster, but I've taken so much from it. I'm just seeing it as lessons. I'm having the time to actually work on myself and work on things that I wouldn't have been able to do if the world was opened up. I'm actually been doing acting classes, enrolling in acting for the last year. So like, it's good. I'm having structure. I'm like working a part of my brain where it's like I have homework. I have to actually memorize lines. I have to do work. I have to like make sure that I have 3 hours on a Wednesday, on a Sunday to fully focus on one thing. So that's been good. And then also went into therapy during lockdown, which has been so amazing for me. So it's just really, for me, it's just like getting to know myself and doing the work that I needed to do for me.
I love that.
What about you?
See, everybody, I think, has really tapped into themselves during this time.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that I need to do, obviously this is lockdown number 4, 5, 6, who knows, whatever. But I think that I really want to try and find a therapist as well, just someone to speak to, or a life coach or something, because I feel like, especially within the Black community, it's not really something that's discussed, but it's something that is necessary for everybody.
Definitely.
So how did you find your therapist? Because I know that within the Black community, it's not something that's necessarily discussed, but therapy is something that I think should be accessible to everybody.
Definitely.
But how did you find your right fit?
Well, for me, I've seen numerous of different therapists, and I just didn't feel like they were the right fit for me. My person that I see, I actually got recommended. Dion, my fiance, actually recommended him and like got good recommendations and put me forward towards it to him. And it's honestly been the best thing ever. But at the same time, for me, I was kind of skeptical because I've done so much work on me. I was like, listen, no one can't tell me about Jourdan Dunn. I'm an A-star student when it comes to me. Like, I know my trauma. I know I've done it. I've gone back to where this is hit. Why is this, that? I've written my letters, I've let things go. Like, I'm good. You can't tell me anything.
That's me.
Yeah, it's like, what can you really tell me? Then it wasn't until maybe the fourth session, and it was like, it started to hit me, because the things that my therapist was naming, I would obviously name it something else to make it sound better. Yeah. But when they're calling it, it's like, oh, wow, okay, you really called me out, and that's what it is. And I realized, like, wow, I'm a forever work in progress, and I'm always going to have to work on myself. And yeah, it's just been so good. It's been helping me through real life time, what's been going on in the pandemic, and then also things that trigger me and going back to things. So yeah, I think therapy is something for everybody.
I know, I need to find my person, because that is exactly how I feel. How can you tell Leomie about Leomie?
Right.
I know myself.
Exactly.
Or do I? Find out in the next episode.
No, for real, I would highly recommend it.
Okay, so I guess my next question to you is, obviously therapy is an investment within yourself, but what other things have you done to invest in yourself? Like, what is your self-care routine? What is the thing that you do that makes you feel like the best version of yourself?
So I realized that I'm someone that needs a routine. I need structure and I need discipline. So I started reading this book by Robin Sharma called The 5 a.m. Club. And honestly, it like changed my life. It's all about owning and elevating your mornings. So 5 a.m. it's all about waking up at 5 a.m.
You're calling me out right now.
And using those, it's like the prime hours of the day of waking up at sunrise and doing anything that was going to get you to high performance. If it's that reading, meditation, yoga, journaling, podcast, anything. So that's what I've been doing. And honestly, whenever I don't wake up at between 5 or 6, if I wake up like at 8 or 9, I'm like, my whole, like, that's 5 hours. Like, I could have done so much more. So I feel like I'm more productive. You just get more things done. I feel more alert. And I have that time for me. Especially because I live in a house with other people, like with my son and my fiance. And it's like, people want me here and there. Like, those hours are just for me. I can wake up, I can have my tea, I do my morning stretches, I do my meditation, I write in my journal, write my intentions for the day, do my exercise, and then I'm like, okay, I feel ready and set, and then I can start my day.
So what do you do after that then? I feel like...
Babe, then I just enter the real world. Then it's like, mom, breakfast, but I'm already like, I've set my intention and I'm good. I feel like, okay, even if I haven't done my to-do list, everything on my to-do list, it's like, but in the morning you meditated, you did your journaling, you listened to a podcast, you did something. So for me, like, taking ownership of my morning and owning it and elevating it has been so key during this pandemic.
Damn.
I would highly recommend it, even if it's not 5 o'clock, if it's 6, like, no, babe, like.
No, okay. First of all, I'm going to buy the book first.
Yeah, buy the book first. It's a really good read.
Okay.
I would highly recommend it.
Okay, because wow, you really read me for filth with that one. I'm even happy if I wake up at 8:45. I'm like, I love that for me. 8:45, 8:30. Sometimes I set my alarm. I'm like, ooh.
Imagine waking up at 5 and knowing that you got half of the stuff done. Baby steps though, but read the book first.
Okay. I'm gonna start off with the book first. So as you said, you do your things in the morning like for yourself, then it's mom time. Yeah. So tell me what it's like raising a child during this pandemic, because I already know, even when I'm looking after like my younger cousins or whatever, it's just like, can you just go and do your own thing now? But during this time, everyone's in one place. So just walk me through that.
Luckily, Riley is 11, so I would say that he's a little bit more independent, but still he wants me to do everything. So it would be making sure I get him up in the morning, doing his breakfast, but luckily I make sure I do his breakfast before he comes downstairs, get him in the shower, in his uniform, and then just being on standby for when he does his online classes. Luckily, I'm really grateful. I really feel, really grateful for that. I am not physically teaching my son. Like, his school is online, which is a blessing. So the parents out there that are actually I salute to them, like, hats off, because it's a lot. Because these times, okay Google, what does that mean? What is that? What? I'm not a teacher, but so it's really like making sure like Riley has his school days, and then like, okay, boom, I know like at 1 o'clock he has lunch, or 11 o'clock he has his break, so I have to make sure that he has this and that. I'm just working around his schedule. Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot.
But honestly
just gotta get done.
And you make it look so not easy, because I know that being a parent is not easy, but I feel like I just love seeing your relationship with Riley.
Thank you.
And I feel like you guys have such a good friendship. So just tell me what it was like, obviously, like raising your best friend as well, because I know that there's times when that must have just felt like so, like, not I hate you, but I mean, being a mom, there's ups and downs. So what was it like just going through that process as well? So you had your baby when you were 19 and you were still working. How did you balance being a mom and being a full-time model?
Honestly, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, it was all me. I have such a great team, such a great support system. I'm so blessed that my mom was very hands-on and was allowing me to be able to travel. She's like, Jourdan, don't worry, he's good, I've got it. The fact that I had really great supportive agents that understood that my schedule, right, being a mom, I'm a mom first, so they understood that. So honestly, having a team, it's like having a great support system. That's really helped me.
No, obviously modeling has been such an amazing experience for the both of us, and of course I wouldn't change anything for the world, but what would you say has been some of the hardest obstacles that you faced being in the modeling industry? Too many to count.
There is.
Trust me, I know for me there is.
I think, you know what, I would say I mean, there's obviously the, you know, knowing that you're not getting the same rates as as other models.
Our pastier counterparts.
No, that's not knowing that. But I think it's actually now with this new era and reinventing yourself. I think that's what it is. I think that's it, because I feel like you're good at this.
You think?
No, I think you are. Like, I'm very much, I feel like we're very lucky because we came up in the social media era, like, but now it's like, it's all about that. There's a TikTok, there's this, there's that. There's so many things that we have to think about now. But you know what my fiance tells me all the time is like, he always says to me like, Jourdan, you can do what they do, but they can't do what you do.
Yes.
So that's the thing that I have to think for us. Like, listen, like we can do that.
Yep.
But they can't do what we're doing.
No.
And that's the difference.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. It's just facts.
So to anybody who's watching this, honestly, like when you find your lane and you find that thing that you just know is you, that you can do, don't let anyone get into your head to try and deter you or make you feel like, oh, you should do it a little bit like this, or maybe you should add a spice of that or a little sprinkle of this. Just do you.
Do you.
Because I feel like it's so easy to look around and see people doing everything, doing the most, starting businesses, doing TikTok, making money.
It's not for everybody. Like, it really isn't for everybody. And that's okay. Find your thing and own that and kill that. Like, it's not for everybody. Like, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody wants to put in the work.
Exactly.
Like, you know, start up your own brand. Your own, like,
it's not easy.
It's not easy, but they see the end product of it all, and they see it on Instagram, like, oh my God, yeah, I want to be a boss bitch. I want to be this, but there's actually work.
It's an actual graft.
It's a graft, and not everybody has that in them, and that's okay.
Exactly. You don't have to force something that is not for you.
Yeah.
So obviously you are my idol when it comes to cooking it up. So tell me, how has cooking helped with your mental? Because for me personally, when I'm cooking, I'm frazzled. It's not my thing, as we just said. It's okay. It's all right. Step away from the stove type of thing. But when you're cooking, like, how do you feel, and how has cooking helped your mental?
Yeah, when I'm cooking and I have my music on and I may have a glass of wine, I'm just in my zone. And also during lockdown, being able to try different recipes and getting to experiment that, like sharing that with my family has been fun. And also getting Riley involved as well. Like, he's been on my case. He's like, we've decided that we're going to go into business with each other and we're going to make our own hot sauces and make our own spices. I was like, yeah, listen, you can start working from now, my guy. You want this, you want this, you want PS5. I mean, you got it, but still, you don't work for it. So yeah, it's been good. It's been fun.
See, that is just so beautiful. I wish I had that relationship with cooking, but it will come in time. It will come in time. I'll be buying you.
You enjoy eating, that's fine.
That's a start. That is a start. And I remember hearing a story about how when you lived in a model apartment, you'd be the one that was chefing it up, right? Chefing it up. So obviously, I feel like modeling helped you become a strong person. But being a mom, it's like I don't even know how to describe it. You obviously would know how to describe it better than me. But like, how do you feel having someone that you need to like look after and protect? And obviously you talk a lot about raising a black son as well. So what are those emotions that you go through every day, looking at Riley, looking at him growing up and looking at the world out there? Like, how do you feel?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's flipping scary. It is scary. Even just the fact that you are responsible for this human being. First and foremost, this little, well, he's not even a little person now. He's like, big man. But like, he looks up to you. He's like counting on you. There's that. Then there's the outside world. Then it's being a black boy. Then it's just everything that comes with it. And it's a lot. But I'm very happy that I have good communication with him, and he knows what's going on, and we speak about things and he's aware. It's kind of sad that he has to be so aware, but I want him to be clued up and know what's going on. But yeah, man, and also he's like my teacher. I say it to him all the time, like, I'm learning so much. Not all the time I'm getting it right, but I'm figuring it out as I go along. I think that's how it is with parenting, like, really and truly. You're just figuring it all out. And your kids are really teaching you and they're showing you. You learn patience. You learn so much. So Yeah, it's a journey, man. And now he's like going into secondary school in September. Like that's a whole new thing that I'm like, oh my God, my baby. And what I'm trying to do is not try and put my fears and my experience that I had in school onto him, because he's a completely different person. And I don't want to put my triggers and my thing onto him. I just have to kind of let that go. And yeah, so it's all very, yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. I can't lie, man. It's a lot. It's a lot.
So let's talk wellness, fitness, working out, because you said, you know,
Let's talk.
Yeah, we're entering into that chapter now. So you said in the morning that you like to meditate, you like to do yoga. Like, is there a specific type of fitness that you are really drawn to? Because for me, for example, I only figured out that gym is not my vibe when gyms closed and I started working out at home, and I was like, oh, I actually enjoy this so much more. And I actually feel like I push myself more when I'm just by myself or doing my Instagram live workouts. Gym's not for me. So what is your vibe of fitness?
Yeah. So I like to start off with doing morning stretches, yoga. I love skipping, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, skipping has been really good. Doing Pilates has been really good. And just doing like cardio and doing like different kind of like dances and stuff. That's been fun.
I know you're a good dancer.
I mean, I don't like to brag on everything, but yeah. But like, it's been good because it's like I just go on YouTube. Like, YouTube's so great, and you just can there's so many workouts that's available and free, and you get to choose different ones, and it's been good. Yeah.
Have you ever tried any Instagram live workouts?
I actually haven't. Like, my thing is, do people see you?
No.
Oh, you know, they won't see. Oh, yeah, no, they won't see you. Oh, yeah.
You should try Body Squad. I'm interviewing Kira tomorrow, but you should definitely try Body Squad. I can't lie to you. Music's lit. Comments are fun. You feel like you're working out with other people.
But that's the thing. Like, how, if you're supposed to be, you're working out, how are you checking the comments?
Because you don't have to reply back if you don't want to.
But you're supposed to be working out, so
how you are working out still. I have it on my iPad though, so I can like see it, and or you can put it to your TV. Sometimes I do that.
Oh yeah,
yeah, but it just makes you feel like you're not by yourself sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay. And sometimes I don't want to reply back to people, so I just don't. But like you know, I quite like that. Okay. And it just makes me feel like I'm not by myself when I'm feeling tired. I'm like, oh. And Kira's there smiling like it's not hurting her, but everyone's like, nah, I'm dead. So I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one that's dead, but you push each other. So
I'm going to have to try that.
It's a good just to try it out, I think. But
definitely.
Just a little side note. So obviously you happen to be wearing LAPP X flannels. So just run me through your outfit. How do you feel? Talk to me about this fit. How are you feeling in it?
Okay, babe. So honestly, I just feel like I just love the fact that any LAPP pants, my body looks great. Like, you really catered for that.
Thank you.
Like, it does something. Even the jogging bottoms though, even the jogging bottoms, there's something with the pockets. It's just like,
it sits correct.
It sits correct, and there's something, you're showing my little something, because sometimes, you know, in jogging bottoms, you just kind of just look, but this is giving me this, and I'm like, how did you do that?
Let me actually explain to you.
No, seriously.
They made the back pocket really long before, and I actually adjusted the length of the back pocket, because when it was long, it was given a long bum.
Yeah, yeah.
I had to adjust the length of the back pocket to make it just end, so it just situates and sits correct. And then I made sure that they're extra long.
Yes. This is very key. This is very important.
Yes, very. Just for any shorties who are watching, it still fits you fine, okay? It still fits you fine, but I'm just saying that it's also great for the longer-legged individuals as well.
Love it.
But shorties, it's good for you guys too, don't worry.
And I just love that it's high-waisted as well. Because sometimes you could have, like, I have a little food baby sometimes, or just have a little pouch still. So it's like, not every day want to be exposing my stomach. And I just love how it's just high-waisted, everything sucks in. Yeah.
Everything's sitting and situated.
Exactly. You did your thing on this, babe, and I love this colour.
Supermodel review there,
no,
just honestly, so you know.
I'm always forever wearing it. Like, wake up in the morning, put this on, meditate, can do my stretches. I'm good to go.
See, fits into your lifestyle. It's a LAPP lifestyle. LAPP lifestyle. I'm going to trademark that. I'm going to work on that one. So tell me, who are some of the women that inspire you, empower you, make you feel confident? Like, who are your biggest inspirations?
It will always forever be my mum, Jess. Watching her when I was growing up, just seeing her just handle everything with no complaints, just doing it, just getting things done. I admire that, and I've always like, I'm going to be like that. I'm going to be independent. I'm going to I just want to be like my mum, and I just love her strength. I don't want to say, yes, she was a strong black woman, but she was. But she also showed me another side of it's okay to be vulnerable. She taught me other lessons, so it's not like I want to just be strong and independent. So, no, my mum all day, every day. I just love her. Like, she's like my bestie.
Yeah, well, I need to meet her as well, because I remember you said something about if you ain't met my mum, who are you? I'm like, oh.
No, but this is actually true.
Excuse me.
No, but my mum's very anti. Like, she just, that's what I'm saying. Wait, but who's yours?
Of course, my mum as well, but that just goes without saying.
Yeah, it goes without saying.
The same situation of like just showing me. Actually, I think one of the biggest lessons my mum taught me was forgiveness.
Oh, that's so key.
Yeah, she taught me forgiveness because, you know, when you're young, you don't necessarily understand everything that's going on in your family, but you just have all these emotions. And when you're young, you just think, oh, I just want to turn away. But my mum always taught me, no, like, approach things with love, approach people with love, and approach people with an open heart. And that's something that I've taken with me throughout my career, throughout my life, school, whatever. I've always understood that you have to act in forgiveness and move with forgiveness because people are always going to make mistakes.
And also forgive yourself.
Yeah,
that's so
important. Exactly. And she also taught me when I first started modeling, these people are not your friends. That's like my classic mum line, like the classic mum line that she said to me the day that I was getting signed, and all the agents heard it, but they never told me until much later that they heard it. They're like, oh, your mum's so cute. I'm like, no, she really meant you lot, you. She's talking about you. Like, she wasn't just talking about generally, she's talking about you and not my friend. But it was something that I needed to know, and I learned throughout my career. Not that everybody's negative, no, but it's just that, you know, in our line of work, you can't always trust that everyone around you
has your best interest, because they're just out for themselves. Really. Yeah.
Exactly. But at the same token, she's also taught me to just love and embrace everybody for who they are, which has obviously brought me so much joy as well, to meet so many unique and amazing people throughout my career. And so, acting lessons, what can we expect from you in 2021 and above? Like, what are your biggest dreams and aspirations? Where do you visualize yourself?
So I really have this vision of me being on stage. Like, I really want to do theatre.
Wow.
I see it. Like, I've had the vision of, like, I finally get my mum out the house, and her, I mean, when we're allowed also, but like her being there and just having my friends and family there, and like seeing a different side of me that they've never seen. Like, I've just envisioned me being on stage. And then also, I've always seen myself being in a Marvel movie, to get some little credit from my son, because he's a Marvel fanatic. And I really just want to be, I think I could kill a Bridgerton character.
I think that you could kill a Bridgerton as well. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, I can see
Shonda.
that. Shonda, holla.
Yeah, I like that. I can't wait to see what you do next, girl.
Thank you, my lovely.
I think that's all we've got time for today.
I could go on a little bit longer. Thank you.
I know, but don't worry, because I'm going to be seeing you sometime next week. But so that's all we have time for today. But thank you so much for coming on the LAPP X Flannels International Women's Day interview series. And yeah, let the people know.
Go cop this.
There you
Come
go.
to Lavender.
Exactly. Bye.